My top pick in our favorite videos draft is what's the best Lovejoy's real ice cream flavor.
Nice
I had
one.
to do it. I had to do it. It maybe wasn't the coolest video in terms of the editing or production of it or whatever, but my goodness, if you're ever in the Boise, Idaho area, you have to try that ice cream.
Yes.
It is the best ice cream you'll ever eat, I'm pretty sure. You know, I haven't tried a lot of ice cream places, I'll be honest, but I just don't see how it could get much better than that.
Well, that also made my top 10 list, but it wasn't number one, so we're good there. My number one video was bloopers 1.0.
1.0.
Our first bloopers video.
Okay.
So my categories I did were what is my favorite to watch? What is my favorite to make? And what was like the yummiest or the best experience? And I chose that because it's one of the only ones that I'll like watch over and over again. And I enjoy watching it. It's just reminds me of those first videos that we did. It actually makes me laugh like every single time.
Oh yeah, they're actually pretty funny.
And it only had like, I don't know how many views. That got like 116 views or something like that. It didn't do very well, but it just great video.
You know what? Yeah, we're pretty weird. We have kind of a weird sense of humor too. So I think a lot of people are probably just like, what the heck is this? Because when we do a video, we're usually consuming a lot of sugar.
Yes.
Which gives us lots of sugar highs, and we act kind of crazy. So my second pick, maybe I shouldn't take this in the 2 because I know I have no competition. Like, you're not going to be taking this. But it's the 24-hour photography challenge. So if you guys don't know, well, actually, we've got a camera over here. Hey, we actually put that on the right side.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
We weren't thinking, but we did it right.
Yes. So my kind of passion is photography, or at least one of them is, and videography. And so we did, I think it was the only video we've done on photography or videography or anything like that. But we did a 24-hour photography challenge, and I had a really good time doing it. I think at one point you said in the video, we had a nighttime category, and so we were out taking pictures kind of up in the mountains a little bit in the middle of the night, and you had to like drag me away from it because I didn't want to stop.
Yep.
So, and I think I won the challenge.
I'm pretty sure you did. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised that you picked that one. As I was scrolling through them, I saw that one and I thought,
yeah,
this one's really cool, but not my favorite. And Collin will probably put it on his list.
Yeah, so. That's my number 2.
All right. Well, my number 2 is best chicken sandwich video.
Oh.
So that might be kind of surprising to you.
Yeah.
So the reason why I picked that one as number 2 is because I just enjoyed it so much. We got three different new, I should say, ones that we've never tried before. So I just really enjoyed trying all the different chicken sandwiches. I think there were 5 total in that video.
Which we actually did 2 chicken sandwiches videos. So was it the original or the second one?
The updated one.
So that was a pretty recent video.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. Yeah. Anyway, it's just chicken sandwiches are delicious.
Oh, man, they're good.
Fast food. Chick-fil-A has been one of my favorite fast food places for a long time. So anyway, it was just like super yummy. So.
Yeah, that's I definitely wouldn't have picked that, but I can respect that one too because I love chicken sandwiches. All right, my number 3. I rolled dice for 20 plus hours, and this is what happened. I know you're gonna hate me for that pick.
Pick that
but
one.
Every time I watch that back, it's just so satisfying seeing me rolling the 6 6s. So if you guys don't know that video, which you probably don't because that was one of our worst performing videos, unfortunately, I basically rolled dice for over 20 hours to try to get, I guess, 6 different things. So first I rolled 1 die and I had to get a 1, and then I rolled 2 and I had to get 2 2s. And this is all with 1 roll. It wasn't like I could get a 2 here and then roll the other one. So I had to get both of them landing on 2s, and then I did the same thing with 3 dice, and I had to get 3s, 4, 5, and then 6. So I had 6 dice that I was rolling. I had to roll all of them at once and get all of them to land on 6.
And there's like a probability of 1 in 48,000, something like that.
1 in 48,000. So I think that one was your idea, right? Or was it mine?
I actually don't remember it being my idea. But
it seems like something you would do because it's like a math kind of nerdy thing.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm an engineer, so.
Yeah, and so I think we regretted it after we started because we were like...
It took us 2 months, I think, from start to finish.
So if you couldn't tell, that was in the COVID era where we had literally nothing else to do, or else that would just be completely ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I sat right over there at a table just rolling dice, rolling dice, rolling dice. No way, it took 2.5 months, right? I just rewatched
It was
the video.
something like that.
I think, yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 2.5 weeks or 2.5 months.
Months.
But I spent a lot of my day on a lot of days for 2.5 months just rolling dice.
It
and
was
so
20 something, 22,000 rolls, I think.
24,000.
24,000 to get the
Yeah, and so I thought I was gonna be like scarred after that, and every time I like heard dice roll, I was gonna have PTSD. But it was just so satisfying when I finally got that 6 sixes, rolling the dice and all of them landing on the 6. I think you were more excited than me.
I was gonna say, I think that
because-
probably is one of the most exciting things that's ever happened.
In the video,
on our
you
channel.
totally screamed because you were over
Yeah.
there for most of the time tallying every time I
Yeah.
rolled.
And then we got the computer.
Yeah, by the end we got a little bit smarter, and I just clicked every time I
Yeah.
rolled to tally it. But
That did not make my top 10.
no, so the experience of rolling for like 2.5 months was not great, but the end result was amazing.
I guess I can kind of understand why you like that more than I did, because for me, I was just sitting there watching it happen, and
And
it
I
was
actually-
not fun at all.
Yeah.
Sitting there making tick marks. I have pages of tick marks.
Oh,
that
I know.
made.
It was a lot.
It was awful. But you actually doing the rolling and then having that final roll, I
Yeah,
get that.
I can
yes.
say I've done that.
I get that.
You technically can't,
I
so that's
cannot.
probably why I like it more.
I have not done that.
Just in case,
before.
anybody's wondering, I have rolled a 1 in 48,000 probability dice roll.
All right, number 3, Copycat Cinnabon.
Ooh.
Cinnamon rolls. So that's another one that gets it for the yummiest. That one's my favorite Copycat, and I think it's probably one of the yummiest thing, probably the yummiest thing that we made on our channel. Those cinnamon rolls just turned out so delicious.
Oh, man.
They were
good.
amazing, melt in your mouth, perfect flavor, perfect like softness, everything. It was just amazing. So yeah, that got my number 3.
Oh man, I feel like I can taste them
We
right
need
now.
to make them right now.
I think we did. We're gonna do that right. Well, we have a soccer game, like we said, but right after the soccer game,
Yeah,
we're gonna
for
make
sure.
those. My number 4. You're going to be surprised by this one as well. Culver's restaurant review.
Oh,
So
I enjoyed the restaurant reviews.
Yeah, I just really liked that format. It was,
Mm-hmm.
I think, just really cool to try kind of like one of every different food type from a restaurant. Because if I'm being honest, when I go to a restaurant, I just get a burger every time.
Burger, fries, and a drink.
I know burgers are the best. So
Yeah.
why would I not do that? In fact, we just went to Buffalo Wild Wings like a couple weeks ago, and I got a burger instead of wings. But yeah, so I just really liked trying all the different foods, and we ended up really liking the Culver's food. So that's why I chose that one.
Yep, that's great. Great choice. I like it. That caught my eye when I was scrolling through also. So
Oh.
number 4 for me. So we already talked about this video. It's the 5-star cookie recipe.
Oh,
So
okay.
you guys
That's
already know what it
interesting.
is because you saw that, but it was one of the first videos that were non-Minecraft that we did. And the reason why I liked it so much is because it just felt like so natural. Like, do you remember being there? And like, we've watched it, so we
Yeah.
remember what it was like, but I just wasn't like worried about what I was going to say, or there was no special format to
We
it.
just
It just
did it.
flowed.
Yeah.
It was just nice, and it was fun, and it was super tasty too because I love chocolate chip cookies. So just the overall experience I thought was really
I think,
great.
yeah, I can see why you're saying that, but I think the way the video actually turned out probably wasn't great just because I wasn't as good at editing or...
Maybe the editing wasn't as good, but I think it still
So,
was.
I would say that's a bad pick, but it was our first food video, and we ended up doing food videos for like over 2 years. So
I got it started.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, my number 5.
Last
I'm
one.
surprised maybe this is at your number 5, but I'm surprised you didn't have it even higher. We made a huge 7-pound hamburger.
Oh,
That one
yep.
was just so fun. It was awesome that it actually came together and it actually worked, and we were able to do it without everything falling apart, and we were able to actually eat it. And in fact, it was so big that to eat it, we had to cut it up like a pizza into slices and then eat it. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that one, you should go watch it. That one is actually really cool. We just made a huge hamburger.
We measured it. It was like 14 inches, I think,
Yeah, so
in diameter.
it was like a big pizza, but then it was also thick like a hamburger.
Yeah. My favorite part of that video was, or favorite, I don't know, most interesting was flipping the burger on
Yeah.
the grill, because I designed the patty to be just big enough to fit on the grill. So
Yeah.
there was no extra
Yeah, we
space.
actually grilled that thing like a real hamburger. So
And flipping it was, I don't know, it was tricky to get that to flip and not make a huge mess, and it worked.
And we had to make our own custom bun too, because obviously they don't sell buns at the grocery store that are like that big for hamburgers.
And then we ended up slicing it like a pizza into triangles to taste it.
So that one, and it actually tasted really good too.
It did.
So it was awesome because it was like we made a normal burger, but it was just humongous.
Giant size.
Yeah.
Humongous size. Number 5. Dude Perfect Trick Shot remake.
That was in my top 10.
So
yeah.
That one, kind of for the cool factor, it was a little bit tedious making the video because we had to do these trick shots over and over and over again, and it took quite a long time to make, to record, to edit. But I think it was just really fun, and I also enjoy, that's one of the ones that I enjoy watching again now and again. So just the cool factor of it, trying to copy Dude Perfect, and also just get a sense of like how difficult it actually was for them to do. It was really interesting.
Yeah, there have been videos actually going around that, well, Dude Perfect posts them, and they say like behind the scenes of our trick shot, or basically like leaking that they fake their trick shots, and they basically pretend like they fake them when they don't actually. So they'll have like this guy in a green suit, so it's like green screened out or whatever, and they'll have them like pick up the basketball and put it in, and people in the comments actually think that
that's how they do it.
I know, they're like, no, my childhood is ruined, they fake their trick shots, and they don't understand that it's fake. Well, that the faking is fake.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one thing that I actually liked about that video, besides everything you talked about, that was our only video that kind of blew up on a very small scale still, because it only got like 7,000 views in the first, or when it blew up basically. But at the time we were probably getting like 20 views a video, because that was pretty far back in the day.
So we just threw Dude Perfect in the title, and then it just got a ton.
Yeah, so first day it actually performed really bad. It was a 10 out of, well, so if you don't know YouTube speak, 10 out of 10 is actually bad. You would think 10 out of 10 is good, but a 1 out of 10 is where you want your video to be. But it was all the way in the back.
At the end.
Yeah, and we were like, man, we spent all this time recreating these trick shots and nobody watches it. Then we wake up the next day and it's like 1,000 views, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
We were pretty excited.
Yeah, we were like, whoa, this is what it's like to, or we
be
thought,
famous.
Yeah, so it got like 7,000 views in that second day, and then it never really went anywhere after that. I think it has 8,000 or something.
Not very many more than that.